I'd like to talk about something very important. It's something that continues to loop in the minds of everyone, including those people who are considered light workers, including those people who are higher in awareness and who should know better. And it hits me very often. And this idea, this thing I want to talk about, has to do with the end of the world. That's what it has to do with. It has to do with the idea that there is some imminent new threat or ancient prophecy or biblical reinterpreted revelation, apocalyptic Armageddon. Or there is some modern threat that is retranslated, reappropriated, and spun into some ancient prophetic devastation of the entire human race. In any case, there is this pervasive, pernicious idea, this desire to see the end of the world. And there is this fear spreading like a virus every now and again. Seems like every week, certainly every month, right? Certainly every month, and you know I'm not exaggerating. There are, besides the massive amount of threats and prophecies, there are key threats, apocalyptic, cataclysmic, Armageddonish events in the minds of the people who spread these ideas, who give end dates, who give final totality of the conclusion of the human race. Now, I'm adding these convoluted, complex sentences because this is what I'm reminded of. So when people come up with these ideas that are just, 1 plus 1 is equal to 5, and then 5 plus 6 is equal to 93 million, and then we're all gone, right? For example, there was the comet, or there is still the comet. The comet's not a comet, it's a ninja comet. And hiding behind the ninja comet is a dwarf star, and hiding behind the dwarf star is a black hole. The dwarf star is going to melt the entire Earth, and the black hole is going to suck all the souls out. So there'll be nothing left on the dinner plate. So you see, from a comet, from a space object in the sky, because of the trajectory and the angles and the rate of execution and the light emanating from the asteroid floor, or it's a comet, it's not an asteroid. From this little object, we derive these end of the world scenarios, and the sad part is I'm not exaggerating. I get videos, Paris, see this video, this guy's right on, and I watch the video and this guy's like, this second I die, we're all gone on this day, on that day. So all of a sudden you have this, sorry for the noise, all of a sudden you have these delusional, hallucinogenic, paranoid, prophetic fear spreading stupidity. I'm out of words. I'm completely out of words. So you get the idea, because you call it World War III, you call it a nuclear strike. The last couple of weeks there was a DEFCON 1 threat. And I can see some of these people are operatives. They're actually operatives, or they're patsies of operatives who spread this because they know it's going to create paranoia, and they need you to have this paranoia, to have fear, as in you live your life being a victim. That's what it does. The world's going to end. I can't do anything about it. I'm a victim. I'm under the power of some devastating event. It's going to happen sooner or later. And if you ask most people, they say, well, the world's going to blow up sooner or later. So now we flip that around a little bit, and I give you my view. My view is this: the world will never end. The world will never, ever, ever end. No matter what the schizoid, delusional people spread, and I don't care how smart they are, if you suggest by any means that the world will end and everybody will die, you are dead wrong. You are an idiot, a liar, a fool, a patsy, an operative, an agent, and you are lost. You are not connected to the truth. I hope you guys all heard me. The world will never end. Yes, we will have things happen. In life, things happen. People get divorced, the child dies, you lose your job. Things happen, right? The whole family might drive off a cliff. It happens. But will the whole world drive off the cliff? No. Will the earth melt like gorgonzola cheese? No. Is the planet made of mozzarella? No. It's a big planet. It's huge. If you ever take a look at it, the planet's very big. It would take something very powerful to destroy this planet. And there's only one thing that could destroy this planet. Only one thing. The builder of this planet, the maker of this reality, is the only entity, being, who could destroy this entire thing. That's it. That's my view. There is only one. There's only one entity. Call it the prime mover. Call it the maker. The creator. There's only one. And it's not God. It's a builder. It's a technician. It's the cosmic architect. Again, this is my view. God is a derivative. God is an illusion. There's Santa Claus, there's the Tooth Fairy, and there's God. It's a useful item when you're young, but as you grow older, you realize these things don't exist. But when you're young, they are very important to you, and you look forward to seeing them. But sooner or later, you grow up. All the things I've studied and learned, I've come to realize that there is someone who built this place, and this builder, this architect, has a number of contractors. But even the contractors cannot destroy this place because they don't have the permission to do so, they don't have the technology to do so, and they don't have the keys. Because the architect has the key. But here's the funny thing about this the builder, the maker. This person is not into these paranoid delusions. This person, this entity, this grand machine, is not happy to execute and wipe out living beings, because the maker, the creator, the primary function of a creator is to create, is not to destroy. So anybody tapped into this destruction, cataclysm, apocalypse, end of the world is tapped into destroyer. You see? You see the fundamental problem. The fundamental problem. Anybody who believes this fear and paranoia, no matter what it is and how well it's presented, is connected to the destroyer. And anybody who doesn't agree with that is connected to the creator. The creator fundamentally creates and sustains life. Therefore, it cannot destroy life. It will do everything to continue life, because that is what it is. It's like the monkey will not run like the cheetah, because it's not a cheetah. The monkey will climb a tree. The monkey won't become an Olympic swimmer. The monkey won't study physics. The monkey won't go onto American Idol and sing a song, because it is a monkey. The cheetah will run like a cheetah. The person who made this place will not destroy it. And he is the only one who can destroy it. So even if there is a comet, if there was an asteroid that was going to hit the Earth, let's say there was an asteroid that was going to hit the Earth, then the cosmic technicians, right, the contractors, would prevent it. Because that's their job. The job of the cosmic technicians is to do the small tasks to ensure this place remains alive. The architect, the builder, has given permission to the cosmic technicians to take care of this place. But the cosmic technicians serve the cosmic maker, and therefore they will not destroy it. So you see the fundamental problem. I'm hoping that we can see that, because it is black and white, really. You're either connected to the light or you're not connected to the light, therefore you're connected to the dark. If you're walking in the middle, then you're confused. You're confused. You're full of darkness and you're unsure of the light. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being connected to anything you want. I'm saying of the light, this place will never be destroyed. It will experience difficulties and problems and shifts. There will be big changes, there will be small changes, there are changes every day. But it will never end. So think about tomorrow. What do you want to do tomorrow? Think about investing in this place and protecting the planet and getting rid of corruption. Right? Think about becoming a part of the reality. Investing in it. Taking care of it, ensuring the future of the children. Because that is your responsibility. That is your obligation, my obligation, to do our part. A little bit, everybody does a little bit, and then everybody else has to do a little bit. If nobody does it, then a few people have to do more work. So we become accountable, we become responsible, instead of waiting for the world to end, or waiting for Jesus to come save us, or waiting for God to wave his hand. You know, but these things are all just delusions. They're delusions, because if you're connected to the light, I think, again, I'm going to preface this and restate, this is my view. It's not a religious view, it's a scientific view. That there's a building, you live in a building, so the architect designed it, they designed it to stand up for a long time. They didn't design it to fall. Then the architect hires what? Hires a contractor to build a construction company to build the building. The construction company is not going to build a building that's going to fall down, right? Otherwise they won't be in business for very long. And then you're the buyer. You're not going to buy a place that is not built very well. And there are inspectors, there are certifications, there are qualifications for each building. Right? So here's an Earth. It was designed and built by somebody who's very, very smart, beyond our comprehension. Now the cosmic technicians and the builders come in here and build this place, and then we come here, incarnate here, because we know it's a well-built place. Otherwise we're not coming here. If this place is shoddy and it's got leaks, we're not going to come, we're going to go somewhere else. So we came here knowing that this place has got a lot of good qualities to it, and it satisfies our demands, and the certifications for building planets and realities is very high. So it comes with a 10 billion year warranty. And so you come here, you go, I'm going to be safe for 10 billion years, and after 10 billion years they're going to change the sun, and this is going to turn this place off. But the Earth is not even 5 billion years old, so we got 5 more billion years. Okay? So the world's not going to be destroyed, because I don't think it's been slated for destruction. I don't think this comet, the little tiny comet in the sky, out of 3,000 space objects, is going to be the bringer of destruction. By the same token, some things can be symbolic. The appearance of a specific comet or a meteor, the appearance of certain things happening in the world, I mean, I've discussed this before, there's certain coincidences can be symbolic of other cosmic events or cosmic presences. A certain astrological change could in fact correlate to some kind of cosmic shift. Sure. But it's not going to end the world. It's not going to change everybody completely. You're not going to morph into a dog. You know, it's perception and awareness. It's perception and awareness. And there's a lot of resistance to perception and awareness. So it's a very difficult thing. I know because I talk about a lot of new things, and I get a lot of resistance. Perception and awareness. For example, a very simple example is the extraterrestrials. That would change our world if we were to say, I'm not afraid of them anymore. I want them to come here. I want to meet with them. I'm going to make sure they don't get shot at. I'm going to make sure that the government starts talking about it. I'm going to make sure that television starts discussing this in a serious manner and looking at them as friends, or looking at them as associates, or long-distance cousins, or even family. Whoa, family. You see, we can't even achieve that rise in awareness on that aspect of extraterrestrials who we have 65 years of documented contact with them. We have testimonials, we have experiencers, we have books, we have movies. We cannot step forward, and by doing that would change our world, because all of a sudden now we've got this new areas of knowledge, new cultures, new ideas. We have spaceships. We can't do that. We haven't been able to do that. That would change our world, but we can't do that. We don't have the courage to do that. We don't have the ability to do that. But that is within our power. That's not something Jesus is going to do. Jesus doesn't have to do that. We could do that if we wanted to. We could end the corruption if we wanted to. But waiting for the world to melt like cheese is just really dumb. It's just really childish. And I want you to know, from my view, the world will never end. Because this planet is not made of mozzarella. And we are not made of pepperoni. And this whole world is not a pizza. This is a very large planet. There are 7 billion people, over 200 nations here, thousands of languages. There are a lot of cosmic people here. There are a lot of cosmic technicians. There are a lot of cosmic beings who are watching this place, who are maintaining this place, who are preventing any serious mishap. And they're waiting for one day for humans to take responsibility for themselves, to stop acting like victims, and to be accountable. Be accountable, even if it's a little bit. Be accountable for your own life. If you have special talents, be accountable. Develop those talents. Forget about being famous. Become accountable. You know, all these little things, that would change the world, right? That would change the world if all of a sudden we became more aware, and we welcomed spaceships, and we didn't shoot them down, and we weren't afraid to talk about them, and we started talking about new sciences, and we brought them forth, and we got educational system to talk about new sciences and new ways of thinking, and we did this without fear and paranoia. The whole world would change. The whole world would change. And that would be like a kind of an apocalypse, right? A great revealing. Oh, look at all the extraterrestrials. Oh. So it's within our power. But to believe in any fear or destruction, it's wrong. If there is a threat, I think you should find a solution. If the U.S. decides to invade another nation or to cooperate with another invasion, that's fine. There's going to be more military conflict. We've had it for decades upon decades. We deal with it. But it's not going to lead to World War III and the melting of the world. I don't jump to there. There might be another military conflict, and we're going to have to rein in these militarists, and we're going to have to speak to these regimes and say, listen, stop wars. That's enough. You're under arrest. But will another military incursion lead to World War V and World War VI? You know, that's the paranoia. That's a society that is not accountable. That's a civilization that is a victim. Are you a victim? Are you a victim? If you're not a victim, be accountable. The world will never end. Write it on your wall. The world will never end. Paris Tosin said so. Paris Tosin said so. The world will never, ever, ever, ever end. Problems we can deal with.